is Iain from RTO here, and welcome to Retro Ranking. And today we're looking at a great singer, songwriter, who was born Stevland Hardway Morris on the 13th of May 1950, but we know him better as Stevie Wonder. Credited as a pioneer and influenced by musicians across so many genres: rhythm and blues, pop, soul, gospel, funk and jazz, and a virtual one-man band, and his use of the synthesizers and other electronic music instruments during the 70s reshapes the conventions of R&B. What can you say? Now, I hope you know that he lost his sight shortly after his birth. He was a child prodigy and signed to Motown when he was 11 and went under the name of Little Stevie Wonder. One of the best-selling music artists of all time, with sales of over 100 million records worldwide. That's a lot. He has won 25 Grammy Awards, and that's the most by any solo artist. And he has won one Academy Award for Best Original Song, and inducted into so many Rock and Roll Hall of Fame type things. The Rhythm and Blues one, the Rock and Roll one, the Songwriters Hall of Fame. He's also a bit of a political activist. And he was named as a United Nations Measure of Peace in 2009, and in 2014 he was honoured with the Presidential Medal of Freedom. That's not bad for a career, is it really? Anyway, this is all about my top 10 songs. A tough one. I think I initially wrote down 20, and I withered it down to 10 with a few honourable mentions. So let's have a look at some Stevie Wonder. So coming in at number 10, we go to 1968. Now this song was number 2 in the United States and number 3, and it's the lovely For Once in My Life. Well, what can you say about this? It's just a fabulous song. I love the lyrics. It's a lovely vocal from Stevie. I love the piano in this. It's just one of them nice tracks that you can just sit and listen to with a nice glass of something. Okay, number 9. That's 1973 for this one. Number 1 in the United States. Number 7 here in Blighty. And it's You're the Sunshine of My Life. Now, the first 4 lines are not sung by Stevie Wonder. The first 2 are sung by Jim Gilstrap, and the second 2 Laney Groves. Now, Gilstrap and Groves, together with Gloria Barley, also provided the backing vocals to this classic song. It's a great track, and it was nice that he let 2 of them sing the opening lines. Okay, coming in at number 8, we go way back to 1962. So this is Little Stevie Wonder, and one of the first songs that he put out into the charts. Got to number 29 in the USA, and it's Hey Mr. Harmonica. Well, what a track. This is a young lad singing with lots of gusto, and I love this track, always have. I remember the first time I heard it, I thought this is cool, and then when I found out that it was Stevie Wonder, you go, hey, this is good. What a great track. Okay then, coming in at number 7, we go to 1970 now. Now this got to number 3 in the United States, number 15 here in the UK. Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours. Highlight on this is the horns. You know I love horns, and this is just such a great little funky thing. Really gets a bop, and you know, when you listen to this, you can't help but sort of do that. Great song, and it's a great vocal from from Stevie. Absolutely brilliant. What a singer. Okay then, coming in at number 6. Go to 1965 now. Number 3 in the US, number 14 in the UK. It's a Motown classic. Uptight, Everything's Alright. Brilliant track. One of the most popular Motown songs. I'm surprised it didn't get higher here in the UK, because now when you go to any sort of disco, Motown, there's a lot of Motown discos here in Northampton. There's one chap that runs them, and every time he puts this on, everyone's up there dancing, because it's one of the most popular songs by Stevie Wonder, believe it or not, here in the UK. That's a great song, isn't it? Okay, coming in at number 5, 1977. Now, I remember this coming out, and I couldn't believe the beginning of this. It's just brilliant. Number 1 in the USA, number 2 here in the UK, and it's Sir Duke. It's just that saxophone at the beginning, isn't it? Bum 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 bum, bum, and then in comes Stevie. Great track. I like the different vocal that Stevie says. It's nice and high there, and then it goes down low. It's just such a catchy tune, and I love that track. Okay then, coming in at number 4, we go to 1980 now. One of the best songs from 1980. Number 5 in the USA, number 2 here in the UK. So we did better over here. And it's Master Blaster, Jamming. That start is brilliant. It's such a catchy tune. I love this track. The horns, it's got that sort of reggae feel to it. Bit of ska in there as well. It's just a great track. Brilliant stuff. Okay, coming in at number 3 from 1973. Number 4 in the US, number 29 here in the UK, and it's the brilliant Higher Ground. The electric piano, the ding. I love that. That's all the way through. When you hear this, you just can't get that out your brain. Also, this was covered by the Irish band Mama's Boys, and they do a great version of it. It's just a great track. And great tracks, when you cover them properly, they are good, and they did that one justice. Okay then, number 1 and 2, this was a close call, but I went this way for this one. So coming in at number 2 from 1972, number 1 in the USA and number 7 here in the UK, and it is Superstition, another classic from Stevie Wonder. The drumming in the beginning of this is just brilliant. I love the electric piano again. It's got such a groove, and that's why I love it. But my number 1 comes from 1973. Number 8 in the USA, number 15 in the UK, and it's the brilliant Living for the City. I love how it starts. Very sort of dramatic, and I love the groove in this. The keyboard sound is brilliant. It's quite heavy for Stevie Wonder. This is. It's a little bit different. And then Iain Gillan, they did a version of this as well, and again a brilliant cover of this, because it's a brilliant song. It's always been my favourite Stevie Wonder song. I just love it. It's just something a little bit different for him, but it worked well. Should have got higher in the charts here in the UK though. Okay, so there's my top 10, but I have got some honourable mentions. So the first one is a song from 1977. Not released in America as a single, but it made the Billboard Adult Contemporary chart in 1977. But in 2012, After Stevie Wonder performed this song at the Diamond Jubilee of Queen Elizabeth II, it broke the charts here in the UK. Reached the dizzy heights of number 94. And it's Isn't She Lovely? Yes, this is, I never understood why this was never released as a single, because it is a very popular song by Stevie Wonder. I love it. I just don't understand that, but what a great track. Although it is one of, when people say name a track by Stevie Wonder, this is one that always comes up. Okay, my next one is from 1969. Number 4, both sides of the Atlantic, and it's My Sherry and More. Another of Stevie Wonder classics. Just missed out on my top 10, this one. What a good track this is. I love this track. It's a great vocal from Stevie. Okay, my last one. Now, this one's a bit different. I don't particularly like this song. I think it's a little bit cheesy, but it does need a mention. This is from 1984, and it's the song that won him his Oscar for Best Song in a Movie. The movie, of course, is A Woman in Red, starring Gene Wilder. Very funny film. And it's the song I Just Called to Say I Love You. Now, it's very cheesy, but this got to number 1 in 20 countries. It received 4 platinum discs, 5 gold discs, and sold gazillions. What an achievement for one song. And he got his Oscar. No, not, as I said, not a particular favourite song of mine, but I had to mention it because of what it did. Number 1 in 20 countries. And, in them countries, it's America, Canada, Ireland, UK, Germany, to name a few. To get to, when you look on, if you go onto the Wikipedia, it's just I Just Called Say I Love You, and it's all ones across the. You don't see that very often, so that's why it got its mention. So there we go, a little bit of Stevie Wonder to brighten up your day. That's all for today, folks, but we'll be back tomorrow. It is Wednesday, which means it's marathon day, where we look at the big catalogues, and we're going to look at one of the greatest guitarists ever to walk this earth. He died sadly earlier this year. So it's Mr. Jeff Beck. So we're going to look at the studio albums of this terrific guitarist. So it leaves me to say, have a great day. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.